ladies and gentlemen, Mark is in the building.
Woo!
Everyone make some noise. Too good for you, pod fans.
Thank you.
Let's hear from my boy Mark the Skate Lord, Rise and Grind Mark, Pikachu main, fucking my old coworker Mark.
Oh, God. Hell yeah. Pikachu main is cool.
Cool. All right, Mark. How's it going, man?
Dude, chilling. Thanks for having me.
Of course.
Happy to be here.
on, dude.
Stoked.
Thanks for coming on.
E-Man, my dog, Tyson, my dog. Appreciate you guys.
Those were our hands clasping together for our audio listeners. We joined hands as if we were to say our Holy Communion.
I'm never going to wash this hand again.
But yeah, so folks, we are here with Mark. Let's do a little bit of introduction, right? So you kind of heard it in my little name callings for Mark. Mark is an old co-worker of mine, good friend, great guy.
Stop.
You know, just someone I wanted on the pod because I think he has a lot to offer, and we could talk about a lot of different things, right?
That's what I'm here for.
Mark, if you want to give a little intro of yourself, like, I don't know, how do you want to
Bro,
come in?
I wish I had something cool to say.
Oh, you do. Don't worry.
I don't have anything cool to say right now. You know, just fucking Clipper Nation.
Okay.
That's all I got to say.
This is why you
Clipper
guys are
Nation.
friends.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
You feel me?
This is why we bonded.
Is this the part where we start ganging up on E-Man right
Yes,
now?
this
Apparently
is,
so.
This
yeah.
is the one that's...
This came faster than I thought, but I'm ready. I'm ready for it.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
But yeah, okay, so Clipper Nation, that's right. This
Yeah,
is,
you know.
Clipper Daryl's biggest fan.
Oh God! Don't say that. Don't say that.
Bro,
Bro.
I actually saw him at the DMV.
Clipper Daryl?
Yeah.
That's
Doing
sick.
what? Was he wearing the costume?
No, but he was wearing all Clippers gear.
He broke
His
character.
car
Oh, so he wasn't
is
the costume.
literally
Yeah, that's what he wears all day, every day.
So like he's
It's
wearing
Clipper Daryl, baby.
He's wearing Clipper gear. His car is all clippered out.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
all like, and then my dad was like, "Yo, that's Clipper Daryl." I was like, "Who?" And they're like, "That's Clipper Daryl." And I was all like,
Oh, yeah?
"All right,
legend.
yeah, all right."
He's like the anime character where he never changes his outfit and he's
Yeah.
just always wearing like the red and blue
He's at
Clipper
every
blazer.
game,
In the
right?
same spot,
Yeah.
He's the Jack.
I want to
Nicholson
say...
Yeah, he's a little bit lower budget, you know?
Yeah.
But that's what we got.
I
You guys
want to...
got Jack. We
the
got
wi- yeah, the
Daryl.
Wishmaker.
Everyone else, you know, like in New York's got like Spike Lee, like they got like cool, it's just like they got cool people.
Daryl, my
we got
dog.
Daryl,
Clipper
dog.
Daryl.
Actually pretty sick. Clipper Daryl actually has a full Wikipedia page.
Oh hell yeah, he's vetted.
He made a name for himself.
Yeah.
I've heard that he's kind of sus. I've heard that like he's not the coolest dude, like to like arena staff and like things like that. He's kind of
Interesting.
sussed out, but I mean,
Okay.
you know, I don't know the man personally. He reps the
For the
Clippers,
fans, for the fans.
Yeah.
but when he's at the game, he's funny. So
Yeah, when he's at the game, he is
I separate the art from the artist.
he is Clipper Daryl. But yeah, so Clipper fan, and it's crazy because I mean, there's not a lot of Clipper fans out here in LA, unfortunately. LA is a very big Laker Nation, but Clipper Nation, right?
I remember being like genuinely shocked when you were like, "I'm a Clipper fan." I was like, taken back. Like,
Yeah.
there's another one of us
We're gonna be the best of
in
buds
the wild.
right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You're messing with me right now, right? Like this isn't
No,
real.
I have a good origin story. You know, like my dad, you know, coming out from the islands, coming out to sunny California, experiencing things that he didn't experience in the Caribbean. Basketball. He was a fan of basketball. Obviously, he went to school in LA, so he was around a lot of LA, like Lakers and stuff like that. And from the beginning, my dad knew. He was like, I'm in this for the sport, right? I'm not here for the glory or for any of this. I'm here for the sport.
Bro, bring your dad on the pod.
So he was like, yeah, like we would go to Laker games. And the dynamic at Laker games was flashy. It was like showy. Everyone is there. It's like, oh, who is this? Who this celebrity is here. This celebrity is here. You go to a Clipper game, it is just Clipper fans
It's
and
fans.
basketball.
It's real
That is all you get.
You're like,
when
is
you
that
go-
a literal raccoon in one of the seats over there? And
It's
I'm
like,
like, oh
how
yeah.
much did you pay for this? $12? Sick. All
Oh,
right.
my.
And you're sitting VIP. Like this was back in the day, right?
Dude, no lie. I went to a Clipper game last year for $2. Like tickets were $2. I have
Yes.
seen tickets for $1 on
Yes.
SeatGeek.
Yeah,
and
I
Ticketmaster.
remember.
Like I'm not exaggerating.
Yeah.
And that's a team with Kawhi
Yeah.
and Paul George. Not a
And this
bad
was-
team.
This was recent years.
Yeah, like
too.
recent years. Clipper prices are still just
Yeah.
dirt cheap.
It's
dirt
crazy,
cheap.
but yeah, no. But I mean,
mess
he
with
made a good point because he would take me to these games and like, yeah, like, I was there, like, and it was like basketball, like people
Real
that
fans.
everyone
It's
there
real
was
fans.
like,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
really hyped. Like this was like the Sam Cassell year, so like I was in there
Sick.
like legendary like
Darius, Miles.
basketball type stuff, yeah, and like I was like watching this like legendary basketball stuff. Everyone has like stories like, oh, like I remember the Kobe, like Derek Fisher, like I don't. I remember the Sam Cassell like Clipper era.
That's
Like that's
sick.
when I was watching basketball
Hell yeah.
at the Staples Center. So
That's sick, dude.
so once Mark was like, yep, fellow Clipper fan, I was like, I gotta make this
Yeah.
guy my
That
friend.
literally solidified your friendship
I gotta
right
make
there.
this guy my
was the
friend.
instant
Me and Tyson's eyes locked. We've been friends since. It's like the Avatar tales. That was me and Tyson.
Disconnected.
Yeah. That was me and Tyson when it was like, you're a Clipper fan? Whoop. Yeah. It was sick.
But yeah,
Go Clippers.
yes. E-Man, do you have any stories about Lakers? Like, what's your Laker origin story?
I almost got trampled actually at a Laker game.
See, that's what happens with Laker fans.
No,
Crazy.
so I was like, I don't know, I was like 11 or 10, really small, really, and back then, like I was like 2 feet, guaranteed.
Yeah.
And we ended up leaving the game. There was a Laker and Timberwolves game, and coming outside, and next thing you know, I just see a bunch of people crowding up. Like, what's going on? Little kid, I don't know what the hell's going on. And then all I heard was, "Oh shit, he's got a gun!" And then everyone just started running
Damn.
towards my direction.
Okay.
And then next thing I know, I just feel the biggest yank on my arm. Like it literally feels like my arm dislocated.
Just ripped it out. Uh-huh.
And my dad was like, "Whoop!"
Just trying to save
Just
you.
pick me up.
Hey.
And no, because like literally, if it was like a second later, I feel like I would have got trampled.
Would have Mufasa'd
Yeah.
yourself.
So that's my fun story.
What about your origin? So how did you become a Laker fan?
Oh,
Was it
dude,
just
I was
life too,
I was
born
just
into
born
it.
into it.
Okay,
My
makes
dad's a very
sense.
big Laker fan.
Mm-hmm.
And I would just watch with him, and then that's how it goes from there. I mean, I'm not the biggest basketball fan.
Sports
Granted.
fan.
Okay. To be fair, too, that too. Football, I like
He
more.
doesn't even know sports. He was like, what's a sport?
We're just playing video games.
Yeah.
So it makes
I like
sense.
video games, guys. But yeah, so that's my story. And then like for a cool minute, like I was able to go to the games a lot and experience it more. But it was never my thing, you know. Like you guys are like diehard fans, and you guys would like go for the sport.
Yes.
I would go
Yes.
for the clout.
The vibe.
No,
So, see, you're
not
going
even
for the-
vibe, the clout.
He's
Straight
going to
clout.
take pictures
Yeah.
and post on Instagram stories
Not
and be
even
like, look
watching
at
the
me.
game. Not even watching the game. I'm
my
like,
Lakers.
Bruh. I see
Yeah.
those people in the stadium like when I'm there, and I just see people like staring at their phone the whole time, and I'm like, man, fuck
It's
you.
like, you could've
I
done
see
this at
you.
home.
Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah,
it's a
I'm one of those
seat.
people.
You took a
So-
seat from a fan.
From a fan, a
Yeah.
real fan.
Hey,
Not
that's-
at Clipper games though. All those
That's
seats
okay.
are open.
Exactly. That's what I'm
All
saying.
those-
That's what I'm saying. We don't
If
have
you
that
want to
problem
sit
at Clipper
courtside at a
games.
Clipper game, dude, you can sit courtside at a Clipper game
I
if
walk
you
down there,
want.
they're like, "Are you want to sit here?" Yeah, it's fine.
all you have to say is just like you have to prove to them like you're a real fan, and then they'll be like, "Oh, you can literally
sit here.
sit on the bench.
You don't
oh,
even
want to
have
sit next
to.
to Kawhi? That's sick. Okay, go ahead.
You don't even
wanna
have to.
get
They're
in?
like-
I got an extra jersey in the back. The team manager's like, "What size are you?"
We need a man out there. Are you good?
Yeah,
Put me in, coach.
We're
Put me
running
in.
low. I could have used this last season.
Dude, I like it. I think it's cool that the Clippers don't have like this like massive fan base, because like you said, when you do meet Clipper fans, it's like, bro, you know the roster like 1 to
Yeah.
15, like you know all the moves they're making, all the rumors, because you're like really in this shit. You're like, yo,
Yeah.
like, I really follow this. I'm not just like seeing whatever complex posts
Yeah,
about
'cause-
like the Lakers.
Yeah, because no one really gets the hype of being like, "What's up, dude? That's the fucking Clipper game last night." And I was like, "Who gives a fuck?"
Yeah.
But right, the celebrities were like, "Oh, the Laker game." It was like, shit, that's fucking sick."
Did you take a
dude."
picture there?
It's like, yeah, dude, you saw I took a picture courtside. Clipper game, no one can no one do.
It's embarrassing.
Yeah.
I hide my geolocation when I go to Clipper games.
You don't even tag that you're at the stadium. You're
yeah,
just like,
yeah, friends, I'm going out. Just don't look up my location for the next 6 hours.
Oh man, but yeah. So shout outs to the Clippers,
Hell yeah.
Clipper Nation, Inglewood Clippers coming
Oh,
soon.
Dude, it looks
So you guys are
sick.
getting a new stadium.
Dude, I'm hype.
Yeah.
I'm
So-
hype.
So yeah, see,
It
look at
looks
that.
so fun.
Ears to the ground, baby. Clipper fans always
Let me get
Hey, you
get
know
down
it.
to the stadium, pick up a report for you guys.
perfect.
I'll tell you.
But yeah, so yeah, we are big Clipper fans here. Me and Marky Mark.
Clipper Nation, dog, till I die.
That's right.
See the T-shirt, right? Or was this just for you, E-Man?
Wow.
Yeah, he did.
came prepared.
I got my vintage
Look at
tee
this.
on just for E-Man.
The vintage
Oh.
clip.
It's a little big, but you know.
No, that's
It's
all right.
good.
It's all
just
right.
the swag that comes with
It's
it.
the swag that compensates
Yes, the
for the double
swag.
XL T-shirt
That's right.
on my 5'8" body.
And yeah, I mean, we touched on it, right? Video games, right? Big video game guy.
Yeah.
Do you want to give a rundown of your, I guess, let's do top 5
Of what?
just games.
All time?
Sure.
Bro.
That's a hard one.
That's a
It is
hard one.
All
but
time.
you know, just.
I mean,
we'll
right
see
now
what
I'm
you come
playing
up
like.
with.
So see, like I'm a big like Nintendo fan, so like I mess with Pokemon a lot.
Okay, that works.
But also like I'm a gamer, so I hate to like say that. That sounds lame.
Gamer.
But like I don't know. It feels stupid to be like I play
like follow me
games.
TTV.
Yeah. Follow my Twitch stream. No, but I don't know. So like I mean, I play hella Pokemon. Like I'm on 2K. For sure, just like Call of Duty, like with the homies. But then if we're talking more like less like more like first person games. Or I'm sorry, single person games. It's like like God of War, like Elden Ring. You guys playing Elden Ring?
Dude, I
Hard.
haven't got
Too
it.
hard.
I didn't get there.
Elden Ring's sick. Like the new Spider-Man was sick. So I'm a fan. I feel like video games are like I don't know. I feel like we're past the time of like nerdifying them, right? Like video games have broke into like cool culture,
Yes.
Yeah. No,
right?
not
Like
wrong.
that's fair.
This
That's
is-
fair, right?
It's actually interesting that you brought this up because I didn't know when I was going to bring this up. I was probably just going to tell it to E-Man, but since you're here and you're also a fan, a gamer, as we'll say in the
You're a
in the
gamer.
chat.
Did I say that?
we're all gamers. This is a gamer podcast.
Oh my God.
now.
Pogs in the chat, guys.
Okay. You've been on the internet, right, Mark?
times.
You've understood.
Once or twice.
Have you ever traveled to this website called Twitter before?
I've been there before.
And I've seen just things on Twitter, right?
Yeah, my Twitter goes off.
Have you ever noticed, or just in general, either of you guys, have you noticed the new, like, horror gamers? I don't know how else to explain it.
Horror?
Horror. No, horror.
Horror.
Yes, like,
WHOR.
Like what's that?
like girls who are,
ones?
like, just tits out, and then we're just, like...
Oh, the
Like
s-
OnlyFans gamers.
Like the streamer
yeah, like
gamers.
OnlyFans gamers.
Yeah,
yeah.
Essentially, where it's just like,
that's a vibe.
yeah, right?
For
So
sure.
that's what I'm saying, right? You're saying that gaming hasn't become just like the solo, oh, this is just like nerdy kind of culture
Yeah.
thing. Now you can, you know,
Yeah.
get around to a lot of different things. The gaming
horny
field.
boys.
Exactly.
They're not even gaming at that.
No, they just have a
honestly.
headset on, and they just gotta say keywords.
Bro.
Gamers, Twitch,
Anime.
anime. Yeah, that's it. And,
That's it.
and then you're like, all right, I'm sold.
But like,
in a bag. That's all.
dude, that's what I'm saying. If I was a hot girl, nothing would stop me from just wearing a tight T-shirt, going on Twitch, and being like,
100%.
"Guys, how do I
Each one
menu?"
and everything.
Yeah, I'd be like, "Oh, thanks for buying me a fridge." Like these nuts 85. Like,
Fridge.
dude, those girls get paid.
Dude,
like,
honestly?
it's no joke. They fill out like Amazon like wish lists and shit.
And
Like
they'll
I have
be buying
homies who
it.
do this, and random dudes. I'll be like, "You don't even know their name," and they'll be like, "No, bro, it's fucking."
Oh, they're
it's
you have
whale
people that are paying
67.
for it.
Yeah, and he bought like
Wow.
$2,000 worth of my Amazon wish list.
Okay.
And I'm like, for what reason? And they're like, I don't know. So I played like more Valorant that night. Like, bro,
all-
get the
Okay.
bag. Why not?
Like, I want to be featured. I want
Yeah.
to be
So,
shout out.
okay, talking about that, right? I would love to do like a social experiment, right? Where a girl just starts in an empty room
Okay.
with absolutely nothing, just the computer and a cam, right? Just doing it. And then just growing the room based off of just like people's
Requests?
like not even requests, but like, oh, like just people paying them, right?
Like, you build the room
You
out.
build the room just off of absolutely nothing. So just a blank room.
It's Animal Crossing, but IRL.
yeah,
Yeah.
but having just people just like all these guys on Twitch or like whatever.
It would
just-
happen.
And it
Well,
would
what
exactly.
are they doing though? They have to be doing
They,
something.
they don't
Bro,
do anything.
they don't
They're
do
just sitting
nothing.
there?
They can just talk to chat and make
Straight up.
millions of dollars.
Straight up.
Amarath, I don't know if you're familiar with
I
the
am.
Twitch scene, right?
Amarath.
Amarath.
I'm familiar with the Twitch scene.
She
Do I follow her?
possibly.
Maybe. Maybe I do.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I
Did you
wanted to see her net worth, right?
Oh yeah, did you see the Twitch like leak that they had? Bruh, that's what
It
I'm saying.
says for
I'm
her-
like, to play video games and become a millionaire. What's wrong with that?
For women,
Don't
it
even
is
play video games. You
easy-
just gotta kick
That's what
it.
I'm saying. All you have to do is just look at a camera, and men will be like, "Perfect.
Yeah.
This is whatever you want."
Have you ever seen like the speed dating on Twitch? Or
Yes,
on
I
Twitch?
actually have.
Dude.
My friend was in that actually.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, he won.
Guy or
dude.
girl?
No, Mike. He's a guy.
Okay.
And like they
so
were
he
like,
streamed in.
yeah, he was streaming. So like they were doing like a dating show, and then it was like the host, and then the bachelorette.
Yeah.
Whatever. And then like they would ask random questions. It started with like a room of 24 people. This man was the last one, and this guy didn't even he wasn't even trying. He was just he had his persona of like the sheltered mama's boy,
Yeah.
and he won that.
He did a bit for the whole stream and won.
And dude, that stream
Sick.
lasted like 8-9 hours.
Nice.
And he was in there like
That's sick.
Committed to the bit. That's
Committed.
Dude,
real
this,
comedy.
The speed dating Twitch scene is crazy. Have you seen it? Like, have you logged on to like the?
no,
Like-
that's the only one I've seen. I
Oh,
haven't
dude,
watched
bro,
it.
it's weird. Just okay. So I'm not gonna be like I'm in these like. I'm in these
He's like,
streams.
hold on, let me show you
yeah,
real
yeah,
quick.
yeah.
Trust me, guys.
Yeah, let me clear my name real quick. I'm not really in these streams in the chat like that, but like I'm a fan of I don't know like pop culture and stuff. You know what I mean? You gotta
Yes,
be in
you gotta-
tune
we
with
gotta
the
be-
culture.
yes.
So I pop in there and I see what's going on and see like what they're doing, and it's just wild. I mean, like I said, I respect it. Like these girls are just being like, bruh, all I have to do is look hot, and you guys
Yes.
pay for my whole life.
Yes.
No shame. Like I'm no shade. Do that. If I was a hot girl, I'd be doing that
It's
too.
the clean OnlyFans.
Yeah,
Again,
yeah. And
that's
it's
what
like
it is.
So
they
bad.
literally just like sit on stream and just like talk hella shit to guys, and guys will be like, "Oh,
Here's
do you think I'm
$1,000.
pretty?" And they'll be like, "No, next."
Here's $1,000.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you for
let
just
me
telling
gift
me
you
that.
500
Yes.
bucks. Like, and I'm like, dude, like,
Listen,
how?
Amarath, right, currently is estimated monthly revenue is 1.4 million.
Yeah,
Monthly?
Monthly. Her estimated net worth is $20 million.
And that might be just from like her Twitch subs.
Yes.
That doesn't count the gifted money she gets, the
donos
donations.
and that
If she has any sponsors on stream
Yes,
or ads,
brothers.
like, dude,
Yes,
just for looking hot on
brothers.
We're
camera.
doing life wrong right
No
now.
shade.
No, we were just
You
born
guys wanna get
men.
naked? Fuck.
Yeah, we are in the wrong realm. We need to start doing sexy streams.
Let me pull up my schmedium and then let's start streaming.
I think we are in the wrong realm. This podcast shit, we're done. Sexy
Follow us on
streams.
TTV.
Now we are sexy streamers.
Dude, follow my OnlyFans. dog. Follow our OnlyFans, guys.
But yeah, it just goes to show, like, it's crazy. Like, yeah, gaming isn't just like.
I think it's cool.
I vividly remember, right, that classic South Park episode, the World of Warcraft South
Yeah.
Park
Great
episode,
episode.
right? Just the
Classic.
guy just fucking
Like
gaming, just crying.
You know what I love about that episode is he doesn't even say anything in the whole episode. Like
He's
it's
just, like,
perfect.
moaning.
He doesn't need to. He just, and then
Yeah,
like, key
but,
tap.
but yes, right. That's always like the envision, like, oh, this is what a gamer
Yeah.
is, like a basement dweller, the Reddit neckbeards, like
Yeah,
what gamers are, right?
Do you guys watch anime?
Yeah,
Love anime.
Yeah. So
course.
like I feel like this lies along the same line as like the video game, like breaking like mainstream, like cool culture, like anime fully broken mainstream cool culture. I remember like back in college, like when I was living in the dorms with my roommate, like my roommate would come home. You'd think I was like jerking off the way I slammed my laptop closed. No, I'm not watching Naruto right now. Like, and it's just like that's not even the case right now. I openly just asked you guys, oh, you watch anime? All of my close friends
Yes.
watch anime.
Of course.
Like I'm not afraid to wear an anime shirt, throw
No.
some anime stuff on my car
It's
at
mainstream
all.
now, though, now.
At all.
It
In
is.
in middle school and high school and
Oh,
college,
oh,
growing
yes.
like I was like embarrassed. I'd be
Yeah.
like, dude, I
You
did not
run
tell
like the
people.
Naruto
Yeah, yeah.
people, You got the sweater.
Okay,
Bro.
definitely didn't run like that.
but I'm
Maybe
like-
you did. I
No,
didn't.
no. I'm saying like people like
I was
would do
going
that
through.
and then like you would get vilified.
Yeah, yeah.
For it.
But you'd see it, and I'd be like, "Oh, that bro's Naruto running over there." Like, I can't, I can't go say like,
It's like
"You
sick.
watch Naruto,"
Sick.
but
Right.
like,
no, you wouldn't. Yeah, see, I think you guys have two different.
What do you mean?
You guys have two different.
like I was embarrassed
opinions.
for him.
Yes, I
Like,
am embarrassed for people that do that.
That
Even though
run
I'm in the
stuff?
same world as them. Like,
Exactly.
I'm in the same universe. I'm in the
You're in a different
MCU
tier,
as
huh?
them.
You're in a different tier.
Yes, we'll just say that I'm a normal. Right? No, well, fuck it. I'm gonna say
Okay,
it.
all right,
Calling out all
Right?
the other anime people.
okay, yep, fine.
I'm not Naruto running around my block.
Okay.
Why not?
Some people do.
Yeah.
Right? That's not me, bro. But I know what you're referring. I'm in the realm as you. I am a big
And
fan
see, I'm
of
saying like back
Naruto.
in the day, you see bruh Naruto running across the classroom, and you're like,
This
in
guy's-
your head, I'm like, oh, he's Naruto running,
Yeah.
but I can't acknowledge it because
Exactly.
this classroom is gonna roast me.
Yes,
for it.
exactly.
But
Yes.
nowadays,
Okay.
I'm like, hey, what's up, bro? That Akatsuki thing is sick, and like everyone's like, oh,
Yes,
like
exactly.
dude,
Yeah.
it's cool now.
Yeah, back then it was like very like
Stigmatized.
Oh, get away,
It's
like,
like, oh, you
yeah.
guys are fucking
Fucking nerds.
Yeah, for
Like-
sure.
Like, I don't want to be that. So what? Exactly, right? You mold yourself around normalcy, even though you have these like hidden vices.
Interests.
Oh, yeah.
just like things, right?
Just too-
it's like,
just
it's like
too
porn,
scared.
essentially, right? It's like I'm not gonna go around and telling everyone like, oh yeah, dude, I was just watching this crazy porn the other day, right? Not everyone's doing that yet. In a few years,
Yet.
we might get there, right? But with anime, again, it's the same thing. I'm not going out and telling everyone, yo, just watch this new anime. It was fucking sick. Now I can do that.
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah.
people will be receptive of it and even
gotcha.
watch it. That's what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
It's
I
there's
post it on my Instagram.
Yeah, there's
like,
the not vices, but like there's the things that we do in our home. We don't let like the rest of the world know because we try to keep that level of normalcy for the public and everyone else. But
I think it's cool that it's transcended that too.
yeah, exactly. Now it's
for,
able to be normal.
I didn't like I said, like I was scared to tell people I played Pokemon. I was scared to tell people I watched Naruto. I was even scared in middle school to like admit that I skated like often. Like I got to high school and like all of my friends became like all these like jock like like prototypical people, and I was like, wait, so we're just like done skateboarding? Like I really like this. Why is everybody joining the football team and swimming and stuff?
Yeah.
And I was like in my little like shell, like I don't even know if I should keep skating. Should I just like join a team? Like but then finally I found some skaters, and like it was legit like 4 other skateboarders at my school, and like we were totally cast to the side and stuff up until like my like senior year when I started being like, man, fuck the hate, like whatever. But I think that shit's cool. I'm sick of like nerd culture being like nerdified. I don't even know what the word is. I like it.
Yeah,
I don't know. Skateboarding, I think even in middle school to high school, like everyone liked the skateboarders.
It had a fad for sure.
You know, like everyone was like, "Oh, you skate?
Oh, really? Where'd
Show
you go
me
to
a
school?"
kickflip," whatever, like whatever. But it's like it was never like, "Oh, this guy's a skater."
Yeah.
No, I always thought like they would always have like that good rep.
Oh, see, I got the hate when I was in high school. Oh,
That's
yeah.
interesting.
For sure. So, like, had to sit over there. Like, didn't have any friends until I met my other skater friends. For sure.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it was tough.
well, fuck it. I mean, yeah, I
And
guess
now it's cool.
Yeah.
And now people are like, you skate? That's cool. And it's like, yeah,
So I guess
no, I
we
don't want to teach you how to skateboard. In the skate park, no.
I mean, I guess we could say that one of the real reasons why I brought, besides Mark being a good friend and all, right, is because of skating, right? That was the bulk of my quote-unquote interview for Mark. It was revolved around skating. But we just have all these other things in common.
It's a good intro.
Hell yeah.
Because, right, but skating is what I really wanted to get into, like the meat and potatoes was for this because...
Sick, I'm here.
Because, yeah, I guess we already kind of touched on to it, but if, I am an ex-skater, I guess we could say, right?
What happened?
I guess if we want to get into everyone's origin stories on how skating has, been a part of their life, I think that would be good. So, Eman, if you want to go first, where did skating, are you a skater, or have you ever skated before?
I am an ex-skater. I was born into skating. Because a lot
you were born into a lot of things.
No, I was because like my uncles and like my dad, they were like skaters, like, and then like they would show me pictures and like they had like the old school boards and everything, not the modern ones.
Yeah.
But since like I was like 4 years old, they got me a skateboard. My first skateboard was like a Spitfire little thing.
Classic.
Yeah, and then like didn't know how to ride it, so I was like little pedal, and then kept it into like middle school, and then I got into longboarding.
Oh, nice.
And then that's my main form of skating.
Mm-hmm.
So I rather cruise and like carve versus like doing tricks and like having like a stiffer board.
Are you doing like the longboard hill bomb stuff?
I tried that and I failed terribly.
That stuff's
it's
gnarly.
Scary.
Yeah.
I got
go fast.
I got messed up,
dude. Go fast doing those.
Yeah.
Oof.
But yeah, so that's my skating story. So like ex-skater, but in the way of like skateboarding, but I still longboard and like do all that stuff.
And so now I would say, so what made you stop?
What made me stop?
Besides getting from like moving from skateboarding to longboarding, like what made you just like stop
what
in
made me
general?
stop? Honestly, it was hard. It was hard to like try to find out or like figure out how to do a kickflip, do an ollie, do a shove it, whatever, like it was like hard and like I would get hurt a lot and I was like, fuck this, I don't want to get hurt no more, like I'm hitting my shin, falling on the floor on my knees, scraping up everything, and I'm
gnarly.
Like, nah, like let me just let me go to a different thing.
So then you moved to longboarding,
and then I went to longboarding, and
and then
you get hurt longboarding too.
Would you say you're still consistent longboarding, or if you kind of just like
now that's more of a recreational thing, like if I want to go outside and stuff.
If you want to get somewhere fast, you just take the longboard without driving.
Oh, without not take. Well, yeah, technically, yes.
Okay, well, yeah. Sorry, you have a motorcycle as well. Jesus Christ!
Sorry, I had to flaunt it.
Okay, he goes.
Sorry.
When I take the longboard, I'm gonna take the bike. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
No, but yeah, longboard is the alternative for sure.
Okay, perfect. We'll save Mark's story for last because I got questions from my boy Marky Mark. So we'll talk about my story, getting into it. I don't even really remember how I got into it. I think it was my uncle. My uncle was also kind of just like a fringe, punk kind of guy. So like once skateboarding kind of like made mainstream in like the 90s, I think him and his friends kind of were into it. And I, again, started off as a baby. I think my family made me a skateboard out of just like a fucking piece of wood. Like, like it's like a child's a baby. Like they're like, oh, here's your first skateboard.
The plastic one.
Yeah, whatever, it wasn't even a real skateboard, right?
Sick.
So I had that. And then in elementary school, I met one of my good friends at the time, and he was a big skater. And so I was like, oh, man, like I, enjoy this. I want to get into it. So I started skating with him, and like he kind of had the freedom that his family allowed him to do this. So his dad was a carpenter, and so he built him a half pipe in his backyard.
Sick.
So he had a half pipe in his backyard.
That's dope.
Like full?
No, it wasn't like a huge one, but I mean, it was like
pretty solid. Right?
For the child. I mean, it was probably 6 feet.
That's a pretty tall
big.
one.
Yeah, it was
solid ramp.
I mean, we were shorter than it, obviously, because we were young.
Yeah.
So, we still had to climb up to get up to the
Oh,
top.
yeah, that's solid ramp then.
But yeah, so, I had that growing up with him. And, we'd go to a lot of skate parks, outside skate parks. If you're familiar, at Orange Vans.
Oh, yeah. Recently closed.
Yes.
Yeah, RP.
Intimidating place.
RIP. I used to do skate camps there for
sick.
years. Yeah,
Nice.
I used to do the skate camp there.
Oh, yeah.
So I always loved skating. I enjoyed it. I fell in love with the culture. I guess my style still kind of revolves around just like skate style and stuff.
Yeah.
Just because that's what I grew up on. Like I started with it, I enjoyed it. I had all like the Tony Hawk games. Like I loved just like the, just the idea of skating was always just so cool to me.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think with E-Man, I think the reason why I kind of stopped was the same things. Like I was able to learn enough on my own. Like I could ollie, I could kickflip, I could board slide, I could drop in. Like I had all these things that I learned on my own. But then it was like I couldn't get past that. Like I wasn't able to learn the things to get better. Like I didn't have like someone to like guide me and stuff like that. So yeah, I was, trying, tray flips, varial kick flips. I was trying to grind, but I'm just like falling. I was doing all these things. I was like, I'm not learning anything. I'm just getting hurt. And I was like, this shit is like, I have scars on all my legs still to this day from trying to skate.
From the tiny stint you spent skating. Yeah.
From my years of trying to learn. And I think at some point, like, honestly, though, I do still have my skateboard in my trunk of my car, just in case I ever got to whip it out at some point.
Gotta prove a point real quick. Yeah.
But
coming around,
but
I'm ready.
But it's not really something that I do anymore. And again, I think I kind of stopped around like high school because I think like you said, like your friends. I got into high school and then I was like, okay, sports.
Yeah.
And then I just jumped all into sports and everything kind of just like hit the back burner. Now it's just like sports all throughout high school and everything kind of stopped. And then I got another skateboard a couple years ago just because I was like, I want something like to move around. And I was like, I miss it. But then again, like I tried to do everything I could as a kid. And I was like, yeah, dude, I'm not good at this shit anymore. So it's more just like, again, a means of transportation. If I don't want to drive or whatever, just take the board out. Your turn, Mark.
I wish I had a cool story to be like, bro.
Everyone.
I was dreaming one night and a skateboard came to me and spoke to
God
me.
was blessed.
Yeah.
God came and said you will be
I
the
woke
new.
up in a bed of wheels. I was summoned by the Nar gods.
Showering with
got
grip
knighted.
tape.
Yeah.
A freaking skateboard. It's like, dude,
He was knighted.
No, bro. I just like the most typical story. The homie had a skateboard. He copped at a garage sale. Went to his place. Started skating. Never stopped. Like that's honestly the whole. That's honestly like the whole story of like, skateboarding for me. I mean, I had like a good group of friends to skate and hang out with when we started skating. But like you said, like you just grow older and you grow out of it. So it's funny. I noticed both of you guys saying that like. It's kind of there is like a barrier of entry to skateboarding, right? Like it does take like time and commitment. both like physically, mentally, right? Because you're gonna get hurt, and then if you like get left on your own, like all the homies dip out, it's up to you to figure out how to learn how to skate on your own.
Yeah.
And that's like what I like about skateboarding is I feel like now, like in my older age, if I meet people that are my age skateboarding, it's because they fucking love it.
Yes.
You curse? Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
I don't
Sorry,
give a
sorry.
fuck.
Bro, I told you, raw and uncut.
Shit. Whatever you want to say.
I don't know. But yeah. So like when you do cut through that barrier and like you do make it past, and that's not to like insult anybody that like is not into skateboarding, because it's just like a hobby like is anything else. But when you do get that, you finally get to like the community that like really fucks with skateboarding.
Yes.
And it's like, yo, I might be trash like myself. I might be like 27 years old and like not very good at skateboarding, but like I've been doing this. Like I've had my scars. I skated by myself for a long time. Like I'm really invested in like the culture of skateboarding. And that's like my favorite thing about skating is like it's a really like honest community within itself. When you like go to the skate park and you're like, oh, what's up, man? Like, look at me and you. Like he might be 10 years older than me, might be 10 years younger than me, but both of us are trying like a same trick or maybe a different variation of the same trick. But like we're both in it for the same reasons. It's like no longer just this little like hobby that we play with. Like as a kid that, you know, you kind of got put on. It's like, no, I'm really about like the culture of this. Like, it doesn't matter if my trick is not good or not. Like, I'm going to fight it and try to land it and be hyped on it when I post it, like regardless. So like that's like the cool thing about skateboarding. That's like my favorite part.
Awesome. So how long have you been skating? Like from that time of
like 15.
Oh, he got the experience.
Like 13 years. Let's see. I started when I was like 15 or 16. Yeah, and you know, I'm not like the craziest gnarly person. And like a lot of my skateboard life, I spent behind a camera and a computer screen, like filming and editing. Like that was my cup of tea for a little squad. But like then I got to like college, and you know, the homies that I skated with like dispersed, and it was like, okay, well, I don't have anybody to film, so I can just really do this on my own now. Yeah. So I just started having more fun with it and stuff. And nowadays, you know, you see me on Instagram and stuff, like I'll post things, but like it's just for fun. So I'm not like some seasoned skateboarder who's been skating for hella long, has like these fucking stories and these sponsorships to talk about it. No. But like I am seasoned in the fact that like I get like up, you know, I understand like skateboarding on like a cultural kind of level.
And again, I think you did what I wanted to have me and E-Man say was that you stuck through that lull of like not being able to figure out like what to do next.
Yeah.
And you were able to push through that.
Yeah, totally.
Because right, everyone all kind of starts the same, right? Everyone learns how to push. Boom. Once you get that, you're good. You got to learn how to stop and do all these other things. Okay, first trick, ollie. Once everyone gets their ollie down, everyone's like, everyone in the community is like, perfect, good, next, kickflip. Oh yeah, shove it and stuff like that, right? You get all those. Once you get after that,
it gets harder.
Then things become starting to get harder because you're like,
let me try a laser
heel.
Yeah.
I was like heel flip. Okay, I can kick flip. I can just heel flip. You're kicking that shit and it just goes up your ass, and you're like, dude, I'm not having a good time with this, right? Yeah. Okay, fuck it, let me try varials. And you're not ever landing it. Everything just keeps flipping. Then you're doing like 540 flips. Like, I just want to do one rotation, not 17.
And that's flat tricks. That's not even going into the bowl.
Exactly.
Or
Then you got to learn to drop in, and you got to learn rock to fake.
And you got to be willing to get hurt during this whole time, too, because it's gonna happen.
It is a lot.
It's just gonna happen.
Yeah.
You have to be willing to do that, too.
It is. So in terms of that, right, what has been like the hardest thing that you had to learn skating, whether it's a trick, mindset, like what was the hardest thing for you to go from like, this is just, you know, a toy and for fun to being like, okay, like I'm in this, like whether it was like that one trick that sent you over to be like, oh, I learned this trick, now I can continue, or if it was just like, no, the mindset of I got to keep going. Like, what was the hardest thing for you to like?
No, that's a good question. So I feel like as much as you say like there's like a barrier of entry for like difficulty with skateboarding, it can also get like lonely. Like if you don't have people to skate with, and I feel like a lot of people don't because the older you get, the more you have to work and go to school and do this and that. And so I feel like it's like I was saying earlier, like you have to be down like to skate by yourself to get better, and you have to be down to like invest like time and energy by yourself to get better. So like when I like lost all my friends that skateboarded, like when I moved away from like home in high school and stuff, I was like, I remember questioning myself, like, do I even really like this? Am I just going to the skate park because I've done it my whole life? Do I really like like to do this? Am I really gonna go skate and find new things to skate by myself? And then you do, and you're like, actually, I do want to do this like by myself, and I want to find, I want to like push whatever my personal skateboarding agenda is, whether that just be like having fun, getting, really trying to do the thing and get sponsored, whatever, make videos with the homies. So like there's that element to it. Sorry. But I feel like that's like the moment, like when I realized that I want to do these things on my own or with friends, preferably with friends, but like I'm willing to skate by myself and go to the skate park with my headphones at 7 a.m. so nobody's there, so I can like try Smith grind kickflips for like an hour and like, you know what I mean? Like it's that kind of thing when you're like on your own and you're like, I really just want to do this. I don't really know how to explain it. Like it's anybody who has any creative outlet, whether it be like painting, photography, you go to the court at night, you want to shoot hoops, like you want to edit something, you want to cook something, whatever. It's I feel like it comes down to like the willingness to do something on your own is like half of the commitment you have to the thing. Like how, you know what I mean? Like how much do you really love what you're doing? And it's okay to not love it. Like it's fine to, reach a point of your life and be like, I don't want to skateboard anymore. This isn't for me. Exactly. But it's just cool when you like get past that, because then you find you're like, oh, actually, I'm with this shit. This is actually cool. I like the fashion of it. I like the art of it. I like the design of it, the people, the music it brings. Like skateboarding taught me like stuff about hip hop, stuff about like fashion that I use now. I mean, I learned how to edit video through skateboarding. I learned how to take pictures through skateboarding, like all these different things.
Don't worry, brother. I got plenty of questions that will line up with all the things you just said. So yeah.
Sorry, I don't want to jump the gun.
No, you're good. Keep talking. Like I said, you nothing to hide. So aside from, so you would say the hardest thing was just getting to that mentality of being able to do it by yourself.
Yeah, just like, are you down? Like, are you down? Besides the fact that you're going to skate by yourself, get hurt, like, are you down to keep doing it?
Perfect. What tips do you have for, like, people who are kind of in that realm of, like, say you're already committed to, like, doing it by yourself, right? But say you're, like, where me and E-Man are at, like, the barrier of, like, I don't know how to kickflip Smith grind. I don't know how to get to a 50-50 on this rail. I don't know how to do these things. And, like, I'm obviously intimidated because the skate park can be a fucking scary place.
Dude, I've been skating for...
It is a fucking terrifying
I've been skating for,
place.
whatever, 10 plus years, and I get there, and sometimes I'm like, this ain't it now.
It is like, one of the most terrifying places on Earth.
I am not down to be this, like, vulnerable and, like, put myself out there. Maybe eat shit, maybe do a trick that's lame or something.
That's what it is. It's literally just putting yourself to be vulnerable to go out there because, it's almost like dancing in front of people that you don't know. It's like people are gonna think, yo, what the fuck is this guy doing? Or they'll be like, oh, that was sick, but you won't know until you do it, right? And obviously you're gonna fail. It's gonna look like shit. But
it comes back to the mentality. Like you have to have that mentality.
You just gotta fuck it. Yeah.
Just are you down? Like, are you down for what is gonna?
But so what would you say? Like, what advice would you give to like how do you get past that barrier of like learning tricks? Like, what have you used to get learn new tricks?
Kind of like what I keep saying. It's just like a question of your commitment. Like, how much do you want to? If you don't really care, then that's fine, and like you can keep doing your thing. But if you do care, then you'll stick it out, and you'll find like how much you care. It's like you're on the ground. Like I've literally. Back at like Cal State at Fullerton, like I used to go
Fullerton together.
Yeah,
we didn't say that.
Did you go to Cal State Fullerton?
No, I went to Cal State Long Beach.
Ah, fuck this fool.
We didn't. Another reason why me and Mark became friends. Like, went to Fullerton?
My dog. Yeah.
What the fuck? Okay.
I'm telling you, dude, our avatar tails linked, and we were one and the same.
Yes.
No, but like I would literally hit up my roommate and be like, "Yo, I'm about to dip out," like, and I'm gonna go skate literally the curb outside for like an hour, and I'm gonna set up my phone, and I'm gonna come back with like fucking scratches on my ankles, and you're gonna be like, what did you do? And I'm gonna show you this like lame ass clip that you're just gonna be super unimpressed by because you don't understand skateboarding in the slightest, but it's gonna look like very just like beginner to you, but it's like, dude, no, like I worked hard for this and I'm proud of it. So it's like searching for that gratification like it is anything else. I feel like a lot of people like perceive skateboarding as like a sport, and it's fair, right? Like you can get better and like you can measure how if you're better than people or not. Sometimes that's kind of subjective, but more so it's like an art form. And you kind of alluded to that, like when you were saying it's dancing, right? It's like an expression of self. So like sometimes
movement.
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes, and like sometimes that looks like people jumping down rails, and sometimes that looks like people, flipping their board under them, and sometimes it looks like people skating pools. But regardless, it's like it's your interpretation of what you want to do. So once you find that, and once you kind of lock down like your own like style, how you fit in like the skateboarding ecosphere, it starts to get rewarding. So I would say just like stick it out. If you love it, if you care about it, and it's on your mind, and you're following skateboard accounts, and you're walking to work and you see a ledge, and you're like, oh, look at that, and like, you know what I mean? Like then it's like just like find that passion within yourself and just like keep it rolling. If you don't have it, that's fine. But if you do, then there's like a reward at the end of the tunnel, because it's sick to go to the skate park and like see all the homies and not worry about doing the gnarliest trick and just being hyped that like your friends are hyped on whatever kind of skateboarding you're producing. Yeah, it's the energy. It's rewarding for sure.
Do you like skate parks more? Like, as far as your setting for skating, do you like being out there, like fucking just in the streets, hauling over, going through people?
It's like yes and no. Like,
so are you a street skater?
Like street skating is obviously like super fun, and it's really sick to like get out there and like take photos and videos and like deal with the things that come with like street skateboarding. Yeah, like I've had tons of tickets in my life for trespassing, vandalism, whatever, unregistered license plates, like having
unregistered license.
Yeah, bro.
Skateboard?
Yeah, they're like, oh, that's your car in the parking lot at this school. Oh, sick. So I'm gonna write you up for trespassing. I'm gonna write you up for vandalism, and I'm gonna write up your unregistered license plate. And it's like sick. So it's like,
what?
Street skating is like also another layer of commitment where you you have to be willing to deal with the consequences when you're out there. It's sick. Like, it's fun. I love going out and looking for spots and getting tricks and photos. But there's a price that comes with it. So it's like, I like going to the skate park. It's a vibe thing. Once you get like more into it, you're like, okay, are we going out and filming today? Or we can try to get clips, or we can go to the skate park, chill out, maybe just, skate, get a little better, but like have a good time, as opposed to like going out. When you street skate, it's more of like a mission. You know what I mean? Like you have fun and stuff. Yeah, but it's like, okay, like we're going to go to the spot. You're going to try the trick. We might have to like throw some Bondo on the spot, fix the cracks. We might have to pull the bushes for you. Like the homies on the, in the road watching for cars. Other homies up top looking for security. You got 3 tries. Like, let's hit it. We lit it up at night. So you know what I mean?
That's
it's
a
like,
lot of planning.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
So like when you go out street skating,
Hey.
unless you're just like trying to go hit some curbs up or just like have fun, then it's like it's more of like a mindset where you're like, okay, we're going to work right now.
Mission.
Yeah, like we're gonna light this spot up. We got eyes, we got ears, as opposed to skate parks that you're just chilling.
Nice. Okay, so now we're gonna get into some nitty gritty stuff. Well, not nitty gritty, but we'll make you wreck your mind a little bit.
Maybe.
Do you have a favorite skate video?
Yes, Stay Gold by America.
Okay.
For sure. That or Lakai Fully Flared. One of those two. But probably Stay Gold.
Stay Gold.
Because I think Stay Gold is when I started like opening my mind to like art and stuff. And I was like, oh, you can actually make videos cool. Like if you mess with the settings and everything, if you edit and film like with that in mind, like you can make things cool. That's what really like maybe like I can make skate videos cool.
I'm gonna have to watch
the
this
intro
one,
is
too.
sick. It's got a really sick like stoner metal like soundtrack to it. It's dope.
Okay, so that's like a classic.
John
one, right?
Reiner, yep. Got some homies in that video too. It's
Nice.
classic.
Yeah, definitely. Andrew Reynolds, obviously, first one.
Oh yeah, legends.
Big legend, right?
Oh yeah,
and then
Reynolds, Leo Romero. Who else was part? Brian Herman. Brandon Westgate's part is super sick.
Jamie
Tanconi, yep. Marquise Preston.
Okay, cool. Fire.
Sick
Fire.
video. Check it out. Just watch the intro.
No, I'm gonna watch
it gets
the whole
pretty
thing.
skateboarding saturated. You're like, okay, I've seen a lot of tricks, but like,
that's fine.
like the art to it is sick.
Trust me, I've watched plenty of skate videos in my life.
Okay.
Don't worry. I can watch a full length.
You ever watch a skate video without somebody who skateboards though?
No.
Like I remember, yeah. See,
No.
I would want to.
Yeah, because why would you want to watch? It's
Exactly.
like watching a sport with someone who doesn't really care about the
Dude,
sport. They're
yeah.
just like, what am I doing?
Life of a skater. Like I dated a girl and I'd be like, watch this skate video, and she'd be like, they're just all doing the same tricks.
You're like,
And I would be like,
fucking
watch
get it.
now. And I was
don't
like,
get it.
heartbroken, be like, no, this one's Switch. It's different. And she'd be like,
This
whatever,
is a
Mark.
14 spare.
Yeah.
Can you not see it's 14
She's
of
like,
them?
what are you doing? Are you pausing and counting the steps? And I'm like, yeah. I got to see how big this rail is.
Okay, America, stay gold. Is there one like a recent film that you've seen? Like, are you still watching skate films or what?
Oh, yeah, for
What
sure.
do you feel? What do you feel like the progression of like skate films have been like? again, I'm really not big in like the skate industry a lot anymore. I used to really be. I still kind of, look from the outside, right?
Yeah. Follow the accounts.
So I remember growing up, again, I watched a lot of these like brand videos, right? You got your Chubbies, your DVS, but any brand, right, would put out a video, right? I watched a hell of fucking videos. Maybe again, I'm out of the loop. I don't really see a lot brand videos. It's more what I see a lot more are just like part videos or like certain directors, right? I'm really big into like directors.
For sure.
So a lot of directors will work with like X company or whatever and then just do the video for them.
Yeah.
Is that true or like?
Yeah, no, definitely. You're hitting it on the money for not being a skateboarder. So like a lot of people, I definitely think the skateboard community has like a common feeling that like is like the social media, the Instagram kind of killed skateboarding, kind of killed the skateboard video. That's definitely like a common theme.
Okay.
So yeah, you're totally right that like back in the day, it used to be like a video came out and it was like, oh, skateboarding just got gnarlier. Like we just watched all of the professionals push what we can do on a skateboard for like an hour and then nothing until the next video.
Yes.
So then the next video comes out and you're like, oh, skateboarding just got gnarlier again.
Yes.
Now on Instagram, I see every step that skateboarding takes to get gnarlier. So like the value of like a full length video has really diminished because it just doesn't have the impact or the lasting value that social media like provides.
Yes.
So it's really
clips.
it's really sapped like our like interest in it, and that speaks to just like swipe culture and everything.
Yeah, anything.
But yeah, I mean it's sad, and like the diehard skaters like will still tell you like their videos matter and stuff, but like it's so there's so much skateboarding content that's saturated on social media that it's hard to like go on there and be hyped about skateboarding because you're like, oh, this like super mind-bending trick I've now seen like 10 times reposted and like 2, 3, 4 different people have done it. One guy did it switch, one guy flipped out of it.
Yeah.
And like, cool, now I'm seeing pictures of cats and I've totally forgotten about what I've seen. Yeah, so it's like it's just gone. So like, yeah, it's a shame that like skateboard videos aren't as like exciting as they were before, because like I said, like when Stay Gold dropped, bruh, an event. Like I was at the venue. It was hype, like insane excitement. Same with like Fully Flared and something more recent like Baker 4. Like these skate videos, like Baker 4, I don't know if you guys know, like they shut down the whole street, like police were called and stuff. Yeah.
Well, I mean Baker
sick,
Baker 3 is a fucking classic video.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That's probably one of my favorite videos of all time.
Great answer.
Baker 3, that one is that's a legendary.
No, you don't know it?
video.
Oh my god.
Maybe if I like if it was pulled up and then like
you might see it's been like memed.
Oh,
yeah, you probably like are familiar with it.
No, Baker 3, that one that's a video ingrained in my brain.
Yeah. And like there's good parts too, because I'm hella on social media like posting my skate clips, so like I would be kind of a hypocrite to not mention that. But yeah, I mean, what are you gonna do? Like people are good at skateboarding. Like it's gonna happen. People get gnarlier. Like sports, arts just get better.
Yes.
No sport, no art has ever gotten worse with time. People just get better at it. So it's just a product of what it is. It's kind of a shame, but it's inevitable. I don't know how you spite it. I like posting my clips.
Yeah.
It feels good when people are like, sick trick. So it's like, what am I going to do?
So you never watched skate videos growing up?
I feel like I have. I just don't remember.
You just don't have anything like that's
Did you ever play Tony Hawk?
Ingrained.
Oh, dude, Tony Hawk.
Oh, yeah, dude. They used to put the skate videos in the game.
Tony
Like,
Hawk,
oh, yeah, you've seen
Underground,
clips.
I love
You've
that,
seen,
dude.
like, yeah, right.
At the end, once you beat the game, they do like the clips, like the rolls.
Yeah.
If they were in that game, then yes, I've seen it.
Hell yeah.
Because I
That's all I
love
got.
that game, dude.
Honorary
That was
skateboarder,
yeah.
E-man.
It was a great game. I like that game. I like Skate. But I think Tony Hawk,
Skate is fire.
I don't know. I forget which one it is, but they're in the city. And like
they're all in the city, brother.
I don't
Trust
know.
me.
Yeah, okay.
Let me tell you a little secret about Tony Hawk games. You're always.
I played
in
the Tony Hawk
fucking
game where they're
city.
grinding. I don't remember that.
You're on a skateboard in a Tony Hawk game, I think.
Well, I forget which one it was, but there was
Okay.
always one thing that I've always wanted to do, and it's where you're just sitting down on your board and you're going hella fast.
Like you're laying down.
Yeah,
the
down.
coffin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to do that, but
Bro.
every time I tried it in real life, I've been going fast.
It doesn't work the same.
First off, my fingers got smashed.
Yeah,
I fell on my side.
Your trucks are loose. You just
I
start
was
wobbling.
like, oh shit.
It's a disaster.
It's
It's
crazy
scary.
how video games make life seem so much easier.
No wonder they got those warnings on there.
Dude, I rolled over my finger before.
Yeah,
it hurts.
sucks.
Oh man, yeah, terrible.
Yeah, I just had to look it up because I had to remember what the video was. The one it's always been ingrained in my head was the Globe United by Fate video.
Yeah, I remember that. That was probably like 2000.
I believe
Like
it was
6, 5?
5, something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
So around the same time as
United by
Baker
Fate.
3.
They put out the 4 parts. Ryan DeCenzo, Nolly Del Toro in that video.
Greg Lutzka.
I remember Chris Haslam has that line where he's in the warehouse. Yeah, sick video.
But the part that sticks with me is Greg Lutzka's part when his part was accompanied by Justice's dance.
Oh, yeah,
For whatever
yeah.
reason, like that has always stuck with me for my entire life.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was like, dude, this is just so sick. Again, like what you said, like at the time, like the early 2000s, like skate videos really were more than just like skating. Like there was a lot more like elements to it. And, like it made it just
highlighting the
feel
culture,
so
dude.
much cooler.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
Well, it was like a big deal to put
Yeah.
it out. So it was like we have to put in a lot of resources.
Yeah.
Like people have to skate hard. We have to make cool stuff. Like this has to be cool and creative.
I think a lot of that helped build like the skate culture too. Like,
Yeah, definitely.
Like you said, on social media now you have everyone like doing all these tricks, posting all this stuff. And I think that's what helped build that to help grow the community.
Yeah,
and all
definitely.
that stuff.
I totally agree. I think skateboarding has taken on a really big like creative like side of it that was there before. Like, don't get me wrong.
Yes.
If you watch like old interviews like with like Bones, Peralta, Power Peralta videos, they'll be like, oh yeah, we rented a camera and like none of us knew how to work a camera, but we were all like trying to figure it out. And that's like early ideas of like, let's make skateboarding like kind of artistic. Like let's play with some stuff.
Those
Yes.
videos were sick.
Oh yeah,
Those are
they're
sick.
fucking
Like,
sick.
it's like
Hell
raw,
yeah.
Beautiful.
but it's like
Oh,
the
yeah.
style. Like that's a style of the
Oh
video.
yeah,
Like,
Santa Cruz Streets on Fire is like a sick ass video, dude. Like super sick.
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah, just dropping some skate videos
No,
that you guys might not know about.
Give me lists. No, but I will say though, nowadays there are 2 directors you probably are familiar with that I really enjoyed because they've kind of been that staple of like classic skate videos. William Strobeck, and then Mikey
Supreme.
Alfred, Supreme, and then Illegal Civ.
Yeah,
Right?
to the bigger names.
Yeah, and I feel like their work has really kind of brought back that kind of old feeling. I'm sure there's probably more, but I've really like seen their work, and it's really been like refreshing to be like they're still like the classic again, right? They'll put
Yeah.
out the 45, 50-minute video.
Yeah, like those
of
little
just-
Supreme
of just
lengths.
skate, yeah. So,
Yeah, no, there's people still doing it and doing
Of course.
it and doing it good for sure.
Yes.
It's just like less common, but you can find it. It's like people that say like good music doesn't exist nowadays. I'm like, bro, you're listening to the wrong thing.
Yeah,
Then
you
like
just gotta
good
find it.
skateboarding videos exist. You just gotta
Yeah,
watch them. Like
exactly.
you just can't be looking at your phone.
exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, skater, favorite skater, past, present. Who was like your? Do you remember your first favorite skater?
the one who inspired
then-
you.
Yeah, right. I mean, I remember a kid like loving Costin, and like there was this like Sean Malto interview that was like super impressionable on me. I watched the Sean Malto interview and I was like, so I'm gonna wear flannels, yeah, and I'm never gonna wash my hair,
Yes, I'm growing.
and I'm gonna learn how to nose manual really good, and that's just gonna be I'm gonna be Mark Malto. Like that was fully it. Oh yeah, he had this one interview where he's like, oh yeah, I haven't washed my hair in like 2 months, and I was watching it and I was like, I guess I'm not washing my hair for 2 months. Like the coolest guy I know is that he does it. But like I don't know, in the modern day, it's like guys like Ishad Ware. I don't know if you guys are familiar. He's a skater for Nike. He's really sick. He's probably my favorite skater. He's sick. He just can skate it all, sick style. Yeah, can't beat it. When a guy can dual tricks, like cool, like and they look sick.
Yes.
Like that's what matters. Like I know you can flip in and flip out if you spend an hour on a trick at the skate park, but like when you can do something basic and it's just like
And this looks
it just
clean.
looks good.
Yeah.
Like that's what makes me
You
want to
get
go
a
skate.
steezy
That's how you know
kickflip.
how
It's
Yeah.
like, oh, dude.
Yeah, yeah.
perfect.
It
It's
makes
it's
it
an
look-
artistry. I'm like, look at this man's style. Like it's beautiful the way he just pops, flicks, catches.
Floating with this skate.
Yeah, like
It's not even right.
I see that and I'm like, that's what gets me hyped to skate. I just want to be so comfortable on my board that I look that sick on a skateboard, not like the gnarliest trick, whatever.
Did you have any skaters that you remember?
Tony
No.
Hawk.
Hell yeah, Tony Hawk is sick.
Fine,
Though.
that makes sense.
Rodney
though.
Mullen too, or
Rodney
Mullen, yeah.
Sorry, I said
No, you're
Mullen.
good. You're good.
Dude, dude, I remember. Yeah, I remember you just going on YouTube and just watch like craziest Rodney.
Yeah,
Mullen
yeah, yeah.
background tricks. It's just great. I was like, oh,
It's just
dude.
it's just him in a garage like
Yeah,
going
he's
ballerina.
doing handstands, doing like finger flips, like upside down. What the fuck is this guy?
Rodney's
He's
sick.
doing tech deck tricks on like,
For
in
real.
real life,
He's just
yeah.
like and like landing on it.
Oh, but yeah. Okay.
Rodney's sick. He's kind of weird, but he's sick. You ever see like a TED Talk with him?
No.
Oh.
Fool's kind of like, bro,
Really?
he's kind of spaced out, but he's sick.
Interesting.
Yeah, he's kind of weird.
That's funny. I mean, yeah. I mean, if you're doing shit like that, you kind of gotta
Yeah,
be.
legend. He can act however he wants. It's all
Yeah,
good.
that is a legend for sure. But okay, nice. Yeah, I heard a lot of my skate history just comes from again video games and then just like random skate
yeah,
clips.
yeah. It's fun. I
That's
mean,
what
it's
I'll do.
cool. Like, I get it. Like, it's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun. Like, skateboarding is fun. That's
Um,
why they make video games. That's why.
They haven't made a.
That's why people
video
dress
game
like
in a
us.
while. The last game was what, Skate 3?
Well, they remastered Tony Hawk 1 and 2. So
Yeah.
like that was the most recent skating
But like
game that
not
came
like
out.
a new.
They have this game called Skater XL. That's like
That is true.
pretty
Skater
like
XL did come out in like 2018.
it's like the blend
19?
between like video game and like
real.
real.
No
yeah,
way.
yeah. It's like hard to play, like hard. To
Is it
play.
like on a?
It's on PC, I think.
Oh, it's on PC.
Yeah, I think
you
you
have
can-
to, like flick your.
No,
Well, it's
literally.
It's both. It's
Oh,
not like
console.
no, it's not. Well, you have
You can play
controller,
console.
right? But it's like skate. It's like you just use this.
Yeah, and
one
it'll
to
do,
do
like,
it.
the move
But
or-
like for Skater XL, like both of the
like your
sticks
feet.
are both of your
Yeah.
feet. So if you want to do a kickflip, you gotta
Oh.
Takes a lot
come
of-
down on both. Pop up on one, flick your front foot,
Oh,
catch
so
with
you're
your
legit, like,
yeah,
doing the
it's,
move.
It's hard.
Your feet
With
are
your
the
feet.
yes, your
Sorry
feet
about
are the
tech
things.
this.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like I'm like, dude, I don't have the brain speed to play this game. I have to like
to
think
do
a
this?
lot.
Yeah.
yeah. It's hard. It's fun. though.
Yeah,
It's cool. Skater 4 or
That's what
Skate
I'm
4
saying.
is coming.
Speaking of games,
Yeah.
Skate. It's just called Skate now. They
Oh, yeah.
No more number.
Boo.
they
I saw.
They took off the
I
Skate
saw their
4, they're
release.
just like, it's just
Boo.
gonna be
Skate.
again, 'cause
Boo.
it's been
a
like
long
10
time, though.
years.
It has been a long time.
Since the Skate came out.
Did you see it? They're making it like free to play,
Yes, it's
like
free
hella
to play.
microtransactions.
Yes. Yeah,
Not
I mean, it's
into it.
EA, right? So EA
Yeah.
obviously kind of
We'll see. We'll see. We'll see.
has a little bit of a
Yeah.
thing where
They're
they
just
love
greedy.
microtransactions. Yes,
They're
they love
greedy.
microtransactions and that kind of ruins a lot of their games. So that's
I'm
what
like,
a lot of
bruh,
people are scared of. It's
I'm gonna
like,
buy your game full price. Like you
Yeah,
don't. I'm gonna
everyone
pay
just-
0 for microtransactions, or
Yes.
I'm gonna pay 65 plus tax for your game. It's your choice.
Exactly.
It's your choice.
Right. I don't know. I'm hopeful. I love the Skate franchise.
Yeah.
I really hope that it comes out to be good.
The skate
but-
franchise has transcended like skateboarding. Like people who don't mess with skateboarding will be
Love
like,
skate.
"What's up,
Was-
guys? We're gonna stream skate today." And it's
Yeah.
like they never skateboarded in their
Was
life.
Skate the first one you could actually get off your board?
Skate, you couldn't. Skate 2 was.
Skate 2, but
You-
they were the first.
You could do it
ones.
in Tony Hawk Underground.
Was the first. I think it was like the first
Yeah.
console game where you could get off the
Oh
board.
yeah, you
but
should tag the walls and shit. That game was sick. That game
flips,
was
not a
sick.
spin.
Man,
It's
I need to
just-
play that game again.
Dude.
'cause,
Tony
like,
Hawk Underground was fire.
Honestly-
Tony Hawk Underground. Don't even get me
Tony
started.
Hawk had legendary soundtracks for those games
That's what
too.
I'm saying.
Great
There was
soundtracks.
So much invested
Like,
into those games.
Everything that like Grand Theft Auto taught me about like hip hop when I was growing up, Tony Hawk taught me about like punk music and like
yes.
alternative rock and
Yes.
stuff. Like put me on
Yeah,
for sure.
a lot.
Definitely.
A lot of stuff. There was love and care in those Tony
Oh,
Hawk
yeah.
I think the
games.
soundtracks
Smack.
really good.
Smack.
Yeah.
Smack.
I think I had every Tony Hawk game.
Did you?
Hell yeah.
I don't think
Pro
I
Skater,
I don't think
Committed.
I don't think I had it. So I lied. Not every game. Every game from Underground 2 and up, I
okay.
had.
Mm.
So it was like Underground 2, American Wasteland,
Oh yeah, I remember.
Proving
that one.
Grounds, Project 8.
Yeah, I remember Project 8.
Um,
Underground 2 is sick.
Underground 2 is sick. Yeah.
I remember like blowing someone up in a porta potty in that
Yeah.
game.
It was just jackass. It was
Yeah.
just jackass in a video game with like real skateboarding. But all skate video
Is that
games.
the one where you could hit someone with your actual board?
Mhm.
yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah, I don't know, but the skate games, any skateboarding game just has a very
They're fun.
soft spot in my heart.
Yeah.
'Cause, it's
It's
You
fun.
grew up with it.
it's
That's
good.
what it
Yeah,
is,
it's just
yeah.
fun stuff, right? Because it's one of those things where it's like, attainable things, but also it's a little extreme, right? It's like, yeah, obviously you can't skate everywhere in the world, but the games made it feel like that, right? Because I remember playing those games for hours, and then like my parents were like, okay, we got to go somewhere. So I'm like, okay, so I'm driving in the car, and I'm just like, look out the window, like, I can skate that. That's a little hill. I can just do that, right? Like, you just have that thing where like you can make everything as a skate spot. And I was like, dude, again, at parts, like, same thing with videos, right? It made the culture just like so like awful, not awful like bad, but like in awe. Like everything is just like, wow, like you could do so much. Like it's so like free and just like
Tony Hawk put people on skateboarding, I think, for sure.
Definitely.
Yeah. Shout out Tony Hawk.
Shout out to Tony Hawk,
the legend.
So let's talk about your setup. For deck wise, is there any specific brands that you've been ride or die with since the beginning, or are you kind of just like, are you not like committed to anything? Like, do you just go to, if you need a new board, are you just like, just take this, and this?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely like the shape of my board. I don't like a flat board.
What size are you?
Or a big board. Like I'm skating like 838,
That's
827.
His penis size. I mean, okay, what was that? Now your skateboard size?
Oh, you want me to tell you about my skateboard size?
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
Yes,
Sorry. Yeah, actually same size, ironically. 838, 827. No, I mean the brands I've never. I used to mess with like Deluxe Distribution. That's like Anti-Hero, Rio, Crooked. Those are some bigger brands. But now I just like the local board shop is called Focus Board Shop. Okay. Those are the homies. Shout out Focus Board Shop. I've literally been skating Focus boards like for I don't even know how long now. I just go there. Okay. What's up? $25. It's like a fraction of the price of a real bike. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's the homie price a little bit. Yeah,
a little bit.
But like skate decks,
I gotta go to Focus.
The deck in the truck cost me like $100.
Well, it might not be 25 for you.
no, I know. But
you know, Mark.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? We'll make it 25 for you. Don't worry about it.
He sent me here.
Mark said to come here for $25 setup.
They're like, don't let Mark back here ever again.
Yeah.
A fucking loser.
Code Mark, please.
Code Mark. Okay, but
no. So yeah, I mean, I just support Focus for sure, and like, those are the homies. So I, just like Focus boards. That people call them shop boards.
Yes.
Like if a skate shop makes them, you skate shop board. So, and it's cool. I like their wood a lot. Like I like the shape of the boards. They have like bigger noses and tails. So that's the kind of thing I like. So it's cool.
Anything else? No. Like you're not like, I only write indie trucks or like.
I don't even really care. I like. I mean, there's things I like. Like I'm a skate a 149 because I skate like a 837, and I like I don't know, like a 50. Yeah, no, that's trucks.
Oh, trucks,
correct yourself. Don't be coming at me.
Well, you look confused.
No, I was listening.
I know.
A size 149 truck, my fault.
Excuse me, my bad.
Which is relative to the size of your board, right? So you're gonna get a bigger truck or smaller truck depending on the width of your board, and then like I don't know, just like a size 56 wheel, which might be like a hair big for what I like to do, but I'd rather just have it for a longer time, and I'll skate that guy down to tiny and then re-up. But like I'm not really a brand guy. I think Spitfire makes the best wheels, but I'm not tripping if I skated something else.
Cool.
I just skate the Focus boards.
Yeah.
Go to your local skate shop. That's all that matters. Spend money there.
Local skate
Don't buy
shops.
anything at like Active or Zoomies. And I worked at Active for 4 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, just go to your local skate shop. The money is way more important to be spent there. I promise you.
For sure.
Exactly.
And I worked at Active for how long?
Definitely got a lot of stuff.
Shout out Active Brea. Put me through college.
There you go.
Those guys.
Now sponsor Mark.
They're now closed down.
Yeah, no, we didn't even have any active board shops
Last time
anymore.
I think Active went out of business.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Town Center had one, and then the one in Brea.
There's one in Brea? I didn't know that.
Yeah, bro, I worked there.
I liked Active.
Active's chill.
I
mean,
weed
again,
socks at.
it had everything, right? It was like a Tilly's. Dude.
Yeah,
like, it
Active
had
was chill.
literally everything you want, especially for like that culture. Like it was the one-stop shop. Oh, you want a board? Cool. You can get a board here.
Snowboard, shoes.
Yeah, you get shoes.
You need a nice watch for your date, whatever.
Get your G-Shock.
Yeah, for real.
There it is.
Your
Get
Oakleys.
your diamond watches. Yeah, you
For
get,
real.
You get everything at like Active or any of those.
Active was
places.
sick. Active's cool. I
Yeah.
feel like Active gets a bad rep, and it is pretty corny, but
Again, it's like Zoomies now.
Our
right?
Active
it's
was
one
chill.
of those things where it's like for veterans or for seasoned people of the craft, right? Like,
Yeah.
you're not going to go into a Zoomies anymore. But as
Yeah.
like if you're first starting out and you're young, right? Again, you just go to the place that's like one stop shop.
And like that's chill. Like I sometimes like kids would be in, and I think to myself like, yo, if I was like not chill to this kid, maybe he'd be like, oh, skateboarding is actually how like exclusive, and maybe this is weirder than I thought.
Yeah.
But then like I don't know, little kids there, and you're like, hey, bro, you want me to teach you how to grip a board?
Yeah.
And like you make it a little bit more fun. So I like to think that my time at Active was good for the community.
No, I mean you're right because again, when I used to do the skate camp at Vans,
Skateboard is
right?
exclusive. Is not something that is gonna have your hand held. Really,
no, right? But again, right? When I used to do the skate camp at Vans as a kid, right? Again, I was a child, middle school, right? So I'm a child, and these are like adults that are working there. Adults are our age, fucking children, big kids working there.
Big kids.
Big kids. I thought they were adults. I was like, no, man, no, they're our age.
True.
But yeah, again, right? And I remember there was one instructor, again, and like he was just a really like down to earth guy, but again, he was like the classic, right? Just like hella tats, long black hair, like just really like skinny, but like he would shred, right? Just a big shredder. And I remember again, I had to get a new deck, and like he was like, "Oh, Tyson, like let me teach you like how to like build a deck." So he taught me how to like grip it and do everything. And and again, like I took away from that, just being like, okay, like. This is a good community. Like, it's not, again, because, it's very easy for people to be turned off because, again, everyone is very just focused and in their own element. Like, it's not
It's really cliquey.
It is.
Skateboarding is really cliquey.
There's no hand-holding. If you come in, again, you go to a skate park, no one's going to be like, hey, welcome. Like, welcome, friend. Everyone's going to be like, who the like... No, everyone is just kind of doing their thing. Like, no one's gonna like reach out to you. So for people to like go out there and like do that for kids, especially who want to get into it, I think it does impact them a lot.
Yeah. It's a time and place thing because part of the reason why I like skateboarding is because it's kind of like hard for like a kid to get into. Not to be like
just
exclusive.
To bully children.
Yeah,
at the skate park.
not to be like mean like that, but like I said before, it like weeds out the people who are down. Like it's like the community is people who like really give a shit about like skateboarding and like want to see it thrive and grow because it's people who like dealt with the hard times of it. So like, obviously it's good that people are there to like introduce and like welcome and encourage things, especially if you show interest.
Yes.
But I like the part of it that's like kind of hard to get into. I think it makes it kind of cool. Like, it makes it a little bit more like raw. And that's essentially what like there's like the commercial part of skateboarding that's like on the TV and on, whatever, blah, blah, Balenciaga. The other day I saw somebody skating in a Balenciaga ad. I was like, these motherfuckers don't know shit about skateboarding. Like, what the fuck?
Shoes aren't even made for
yeah, exactly. Like, bro, it's like, it's ridiculous. But they only, like, Balenciaga only puts people on skateboards because skateboarders made it cool for this shit to be like raw and uncut. Like, skateboarders made this shit cool. It's not corny. It's not like soft and fun. Like Balenciaga wants to be like, ooh, we need a hard, tough image. Put him on a skateboard, and that's because we were in the streets, like getting tickets, scraping up your stuff, getting broke off and whatever, like because we were doing that. So like that's what I like about skateboarding is like the rawness of it that like people don't really see. And I'm not trying to sound like, oh, I'm really out here. It's really raw. But it's like there's like it's like there's like an element to it that's like cool. And like it's something that you have to be down to do. You have to be down to get hurt and be committed to it.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Going off of that actually was one thing something I wanted to bring up is kind of two different things, right? It's these brands who were never really involved in the skatosphere and then like trying to latch on to the skatosphere now. And then, so again, like I'll just say like Balenciaga or whatever, or just like high fashion brands who are trying to like do things kind of like, I guess we could say Gucci and Adidas, right?
Yeah.
Kind of. Not really that's what their main goal is, but it's something where it's like that. So you have that. What are your thoughts on that? And then, obviously, Supreme is still like a skate brand, but I think a lot of people know Supreme more as just like a thing than it is like as a skate brand. So thoughts on brands who aren't skate coming into skate and brands that were originally skate that are kind of just like, I don't want to say fading away because obviously Supreme still puts out videos and they're still skaters for Supreme.
They sponsor people.
They
have a team.
But just more, I don't know even know what I'm trying to say with that one, but just like what, like I guess we'll just say what are your thoughts on Supreme in general? I guess just because I get what you're saying. It's a fair question. Like I'm cool with like, I feel like the general skateboard consensus is
to try to like reject outside influence, right? Because like I said earlier, skateboarding is really cliquey, and it's like, this is ours. Like, don't you be putting your name and everything on it. Like, this is what we do. What do you know, Neutrogena? Like, why are you sponsoring? Like, why are you sponsoring Ryan Sheckler? What is Neutrogena? Yeah.
Get a fresh.
Yeah, no, there's Neutrogena Ryan Sheckler ads,
Ryan
and there's
Sheckler, I forgot about
and
that
there's Paul
guy.
Rodriguez Target ads, and like there's Nigel Houston laser tag ads, and like I get it, like you want to make a buck off of by any means necessary, and you know your marketing director was like, skateboarding's pretty trendy and cool, we should sponsor one of those guys. So I'm not mad at like skaters getting paid for skateboarding, because if I was good enough, hell yeah, I'd be cashing those checks. What the fuck would stop me?
Yeah.
For sure. So it's just like, as long as it's done appropriately, which it's probably not in most cases, then I'm cool with it. Supreme is an interesting case, like a little case study for sure.
Very
because it's
interesting.
definitely started off as like one of the most like core Los Angeles, New York skate brands for sure. Like those t-shirts were not for hundreds of dollars. I guarantee you that. People
as well.
Yeah, like people probably used to get beat up for rocking Supreme stickers because they were like, "Oh, you skate? Like, what are you doing over here at this party?" But like, I get people like benefiting off the hype of it, and I would be like quite the grump to be like, "Oh, what is outside money coming into skateboarding?" Kind of like what Adidas does. Adidas is a cool example of why I think like Supreme, Adidas, Palace, these like high fashion, or not high fashion, but these like streetwear brands that kind of toe the line between skateboarding, like authenticity, and like just kind of faking it is like okay to some extent. Like Adidas sponsors this guy named Mark Gonzalez, who's like a legendary street skateboarder. So like me, as like somebody who cares about skateboarding, I'm like, oh, Adidas is paying a ton of money to one of the best skateboarders, you know, most influential skateboarders of all time. I'm okay with that. Like Mark Gonzalez should be paid for what he's done. But it becomes tougher when it's like Adidas is now just throwing a ton of money at a contest so they get their brand imaging everywhere, meanwhile having like no affiliation as far as like team representation,
no
giving out the stuff. It's like, it's cool to be a part of it and to accept it and to like help things grow and push along. I'm not like the curmudgeon that's like, you know, this is ours, but it should be done appropriately. And I feel like many things in the world, like skateboarding is like an easily exploitable like art form, much is like anything. I'm sure any artist will say that any successful artist will say they've been approached by things that they didn't want to do for money, and maybe they did them or don't. That's up to them. But you know, as long as it's done right, like I'm cool. It's cool that people think of Supreme and skateboarding. It's kind of not cool if they think of Supreme and not skateboarding.
See, that's me. I didn't even know Supreme.
Oh yeah,
honestly,
dude. Supreme is one of the first skate shops in Los Angeles, New York.
Yeah,
for sure.
I was introduced to Supreme as that hype clothing brand.
Yeah.
And I had no.
I mean, it again, like we said, like we've been saying, it kind of transcended what skating was and kind of just became its own entity. And I think, you know, they really took Supreme, you know, I guess the best way possible. They got everything they could ask for.
Yeah.
They have a great skate team. You know, they have everything they could want coming in from the skate world, and then now they just have people who are willing to just spend hundreds of dollars on something when they are literally just, you know, not even like they don't. Like it's. I don't think like their main focus for Supreme at this point, and clothing wise, right? Obviously, their accessories. They're doing some wild things with that, right? They're selling RVs. Supreme
they're
RVs.
just a brand.
Yeah,
it's fine.
So yeah, I mean, I same thing with that, and I again like Stussy as well. I think that again is another like classic kind of skate brand that has kind of just fell into just the realm of just a brand instead of like this is a skate brand. Say like, you know, Globe, DC, like, brands that are no matter what happens to these brands, like they're skate brands, like, even Vans too. I think Vans is
surf. There's surf and skate.
Yeah,
That's the thing. Yeah.
But yeah, so like that whole kind of transcending skate and just becoming a brand. Yeah. Starting off as a skate, so Supreme skating, Stussy skaters, like, but then now it's no longer really attached. You don't think of Supreme as like, I can name their roster. Like, again, you could name Americas or whatever, right? Like, Supreme is just fun knickknacks that people spend hundreds of dollars on.
Yeah,
there's that block logo.
Stussy is just a shirt that I have. They don't really know the meaning of where it came from. Of like, this is an original like skate brand or whatever, right? So, I just wanted to
It's cool.
Props. Yeah.
It's cool. I understand why like
Things happen
Supreme
like that.
wants to make money. I get it. I just hope that the powers that be use it correctly.
Yes.
That's all I can really do. And it's like brands like Supreme and Palace and things like this. Also,
Palace as well,
I think
yes.
they do deserve a little bit of credit because there's like a really big, like, is this the right word? Homogenization of skateboard companies. I think that's the right word. Like Vans looks like DC, and DC looks like Vans, and Vans looks like Globe, and Globe looks like Stussy, and Stussy looks like Ruka, and like all of these like skate affiliated brands have really like clumped up into
Yeah,
each other.
it's a lot.
They all make Henleys.
Yeah.
They all make flannels. They all make like graphic tees. They all have like a couple of Instagram clips. So when a company like Supreme or Palace can be like, hey, we're going to do skateboarding in our vision,
But make it more-
I respect it. Because like you said, like the William Strobeck Supreme videos have like a very distinct like Supreme brand vision. Where like we're going to make these colors look like this, and we're going to
Yeah.
have our zoom work like this, and we like our skaters to dress like this.
Yes.
And like that is a factor of it. But like to me, that's okay. Because I like the individuality that's created within brands amongst a space that's like really becoming all of the same. So like Supreme and things like that, I think they do get shit on by like
course.
the raw hardcore skaters because of their like influence with hype culture and stuff, and that's fair. Because like I said earlier, you can't always like locate like the money, what they're doing with their funds, like how much are you giving back to skateboarding as opposed to how much you're taking in.
Yeah.
But I like the idea of like a really individual approach, and we're seeing that kind of pop up. There's this brand called Limousine that's kind of in similar fashion, like Frog, like these random brands that are like, we see what skateboarding is doing and we're just going to try to do our own lane of it. So that's what's cool about like Supreme and Palace. I like the idea, like I like fashion. I like high fashion. It's cool. I like clothes. Like I think there's artistry to high fashion. So I don't have a problem with skateboarding being like, we want to participate in high fashion. Because for as long as I remembered, skateboarding has been influencing fashion. I'm pretty sure people wore like trucker hats because of skaters. I'm pretty sure people wore like tight jeans because of skaters. Skate shoes that are big clunky shoes are like modeled after skate shoes.
Yes.
Flannels, like everybody wears flannels. That's like a skateboard thing too. Amongst like a more hipper crowd.
Yeah.
So it's like, you can't be ignorant to the truth of it, which is like Supreme and everything like that. Like although kind of not like what you really want to see, also like in its own a big pioneer in its own skateboarding element.
Mark's spitting valid points right now. I'm over here listening. I'm like, hey, you're right.
Sorry, I don't want to ramble on.
You're good, dude. Ramble on.
If I start
dude.
talking about skateboarding, it's like, ugh,
It's passion. That's your passion.
Yeah.
What
But
do
like
you
really,
mean?
right? It's like
Yeah.
it's like I said, like I really give a shit. Like
Yeah.
I care about like what
Yeah.
skateboarding is gonna look like. It matters.
Exactly. Did you ever have like, were you ever like a big magazine guy, or were you mostly just like videos?
Definitely.
Thrasher.
Oh, for sure.
Magazine guy.
I've been subscribed to Thrasher for.
Oh, nice.
I mean, I don't even know how long. It just renews every year. I get a free T-shirt. I have so many large white T-shirts with a black Thrasher print. Literally, like still in plastic. I have like 6 or 7 of them at home.
That's so
They just
funny.
send me new one every year.
That's good. Did you ever read skate magazines?
I read skate magazines. I never owned any.
Okay.
But I did read them.
Do you remember which ones?
It's the only Thrasher.
Just Thrasher?
Yeah, it'd be just Thrasher. I think that's the biggest magazine.
Yeah.
Trans World, Skate Mag.
All those guys are out of business now.
They are out of
Yeah.
business now, but that's what I read.
But back in the day, for sure.
I never had the Thrasher subscription. I did have Trans World and I had Skateboard Mag. Those are my two mags that I.
Skateboard Mag was sick.
Skateboard Mag was
My homie Cody worked there. Shout out Cody.
nice.
Yeah, they
Those
took
were-
sick photos.
They were some thick Skateboard Mag.
Yeah.
Was some thick books.
I messed with that because
They were quality prints. They were
Right?
thick, and I was like, dude, I have fucking flip. Like it was a beautiful.
I love a good
magazines are
zine.
really
Yeah,
good, too.
fuck yeah. I love a good fucking zine. And Skateboard Mag was like, we're gonna make ours sick.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, for sure.
Cool. Well, I guess I have one last kind of question. What is, or what has been like some of your most memorable moments skating?
I mean, it's just to be like corny as fuck, but like just all the friends that you've made like through the process. Like, I was for real down bad in college, like by myself. Like, I'm pretty introverted, like for sure. Like, I have no problem just staying in my room all day. So like, when I would go out and skate, that's how I met my homie Randy, my homie Justin, my homie Alex, Jeremy, like all these homies that I still skate with today, like that I met in Fullerton was because of skateboarding. So like I bet that like I would have been like, there's no way I'm joining a frat. There's no way I'm going to any of these like school events. So I would have just been like my little loner self if I didn't find like my little clique of skateboard friends that I could like, you know, like call my friends.
Damn,
So
that.
Hey, bro, pick up a more. You can skate with us.
School, and I went back home. That was the main thing I did. Like, no clubs, no nothing.
Yeah, but see, that would have been me. Like, if I didn't just go to the skate park once in a while because I like wanted to, and then I'd be like, "Oh, what's up? You go to Cal State Fullerton? No way!" Like,
And then
oh
that's
shit.
where the friends.
Yeah, it's like just that common thing. Like, it's just the common thread. But yeah, the friends you make, and just like, I like that I've stuck with it this long. Like I said before, like I'm proud of myself for not quitting when it was easier to quit. Not to be like, I'm like, oh, you know, I'm made of steel, but like, it's cool because now, like, if you're, you know, whatever, like, people always make the joke, like, you're in your feelings, you go hoop or go to the gym, whatever you do, and it's like, dude, if I'm ever feeling some type of way, it's like, bruh, AirPods, skate sesh for an hour, like, let's just like do my own thing, and like, that's what's really cool about skateboarding. It's like you can do that shit on your own to the fullest extent.
It's your own release.
Yeah,
it's a different release.
I don't need anybody to go to the skate park with, like, you know what I mean? I can do it myself.
Nice.
Sick.
Hell yeah, man. Well, I mean, Eman, you got anything?
What's your favorite trick? That's what I want to know.
Dude, okay, so my friend Christina calls me a low impact skateboarder because I'm like, you know, I'm old these days. Like, I can't fall. Like, like it hurts to fall. Like, it hurts to go down. So, like, I like something called a slappy. You know what that is? It's like when you hit a curb and you don't ollie and you just like
You just hit the curb straight.
you just hit the curb with enough speed and, you know, precision that you grind the curb.
What the?
It's called slappy.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
that's my favorite shit. I love slappies.
All right, good to know.
So it's like a back. Oh, it's like a front side 180. So like you can do.
You're gonna be like
still look good doing it.
Varial
like,
flip. Yeah. Follow me on Instagram. You can see some sick slappy tricks. And TikTok, OG Marky with 2 Y's.
Shout
There
out.
it is.
Hey, yeah.
There it is.
Yeah.
That's
Tricks.
it.
That's
I
all
just
you
wanna-
got.
That's it. I mean, my favorite trick's an ollie. Whenever I could get over a curb or whatever.
Bro, let's hit the park. The Norwalk Park is sick. I've skated it before.
Oh, say less.
Hell yeah.
I mean, I don't know how good I am.
Hey, it's
I'll
fun,
try
it's big.
dropping in and
I got the board in the trunk right now.
Bro, yeah.
The
All
board
right,
is
I'm
in the
gonna put
trunk.
my Vans on and
just
we're gonna
for-
see how.
I think I
much
might have a
fell off.
generator in my trunk. We could light up the park.
Yeah.
Make it
For
happen.
reasons like this. man.
Make it happen.
See, I got a
Just saying.
basketball and
Yeah.
a skateboard in the trunk just in case anything happens.
I'm ready.
always
Balls in there,
prepared.
right
I'm ready.
there.
I got a football. I got a soccer
Yeah,
ball back
just
there. A towel.
Any sort of
Whole
thing can
big-
happen.
I'm ready
Yeah.
for whatever the throws at me.
Well, perfect, Mark. I think that's gonna do it, man.
Oh, yeah. This is
thank
fun.
you. Yeah.
Thanks for asking me a ton of questions about skateboarding
Oh,
because
man.
I wasn't sure what you guys were gonna ask, but I could definitely talk about skateboarding
I'm glad to hear the
all
passion
day.
behind it.
Like I said, man.
Yeah, sorry if I'm like, you know, like
Nah, dude.
speaking gibberish because you're like, what the fuck is a nollie flip, Mark? I don't know
Wait,
what
man,
that
that's
is.
me in every podcast. I don't know what you mean, but no, honestly, it's cool. It's cool, and it's a lot. Like, it's cool to learn all this.
Oh yeah, thanks for caring. Thanks for caring.
Yeah,
That's all that
man.
matters.
But yeah, man. So we appreciate you. Definitely. I mean, at the end of all of our guests, you know, we'll leave it open to you. If there's anything you want to shout out, plug, talk about, do whatever. Like, you know, now is your time.
Shit, I don't have anything to plug. That's not
Okay.
going on right now. My TikTok is kind of blowing up. You can
Perfect.
follow me on TikTok, OG Marky with 2 Y's.
We'll
It
put
do
that in
it
the
do be
link.
going up these days. People like skateboarding on TikTok.
Yeah?
Just saying.
I don't really see. I'm on that side of TikTok
It's your
apparently.
algo- yeah, you gotta
but
find
It's in my algo, yeah. My
Gotcha.
algo's like, pew, it's
Skate.
feeding the kids it.
Good. Give it to them.
Shit, I don't know. I don't have anything for
Damn
you
it,
guys.
I did have one more question.
Oh,
that
shoot.
I didn't write on my list, but
Shoot, I'm here.
okay.
Might as well.
Yeah.
What would be your song for your part? Like what's like say you got you know you made it, right?
That's good, that's good,
You
that's
have
good.
your first this is your first video for whatever.
That's a good
right?
question. No, that's good, that's good.
What song would you want to have as your part? Because again, we talked about this already, right? But skate videos have done a lot for music, just underground hip hop,
Put me on.
punk,
Totally.
like a lot of stuff, but like especially like underground hip hop, like they will just find music, and I'm like, how the fuck do these just white guys know any of this shit? Because like I listen to a lot of music, but I've never heard half of this shit. Like
Yeah.
they do some deep
Research.
dives
Yeah.
to get
Research in
music
there.
for their parts.
Dude, because it matters to find a
Yeah, it
song that
does.
hasn't been used. Important,
Yes.
important to find that.
Yes. So I was asking you, Mark, if you can.
Oh,
something
man.
that you would put.
This is the most on the spot I've felt this whole time.
Honestly, this is
Save
kind
the
of a,
best
this
for
is
last.
kind of a
Yeah.
final blow.
That's for last.
I apologize.
I always think it's hella corny to see these like suburban like white looking kids skating to like fucking Juicy J or like Big L. I'm like, all right, bro, is that really like who you are? But I'm like a huge hip hop head.
Yes.
So maybe I'd pick like a hip hop song. I don't know. Something I've always thought it'd be cool to skate to like a sick video game soundtrack.
Okay.
In all honesty, like some dope like I don't know. There's got to be some like Yoshi like theme song or like Kirby theme
Contra,
song
dude.
that just goes hard.
Contra?
It's like a real old 8-bit soundtrack.
Yeah,
So it's
yeah, no,
just,
that's
like,
what I'm talking
crunchy.
about. I just want like beep boop beep
Yeah.
boop beep. Yeah.
You could probably find it like
That'd be
Sonic
sick.
could probably have
Do you
a good
remember?
soundtrack.
It's always like memed that the Golden Eye like pause menu screen is like one of the hardest songs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I want to skate
Okay.
to.
There we
The
go.
boom, like with the loud reverb echo.
damn.
That would actually be hard.
That'd be kinda hard.
That would actually be hard.
Alright.
Hold on,
Alright,
I gotta
next
I got something going on. Yeah, hold on, I gotta
Okay.
edit something real quick.
Mark, let me be your film. I'll film you.
Oh, yeah?
your
Okay,
part,
we can make it
and yeah.
What's your schedule like?
Whenever you need me, brother, I'll be there.
I'm down. Wow, you're committed.
Yes, sir.
Didn't expect it.
All right, Eamon, I'm gonna ask you too now. If you had to pick a song for a skate part.
Oh yeah, this is sick. Tyson, you gotta answer this too.
Who would I
Thank you.
choose? It's definitely gonna be something.
Imagine you shredding. Like, what's the vibe? You know?
Like, yeah, think of like you like Tony Hawk games, but like you're like the character in
Yeah,
Tony
yeah,
Hawk, so
yeah.
you gotta have a good song to like your
It's
skate
probably
skills.
gonna be a rock song.
Okay, that's
I
fine.
don't know what
Mm.
song though, but it's gonna be a.
What
very-
band?
I was thinking something like Pierce the Veil. I think Pierce the
Ooh.
Veil would be a pretty
Intense.
good. Yeah,
Okay,
like
yeah, you're going hard.
Yeah, that's
Jump-
why I gotta be. Yeah,
You're,
that's
like, jumping
it,
down stair
going
sets?
hella-
Yeah.
I'm doing dark slides, going into a freaking tray
bro's going
flip.
dark.
Yeah, like that's
Darky
what
man.
I'm talking about, like
Yeah.
hardcore shit. But yeah,
Perfect.
I think Pierce the Veil would be a cool little soundtrack for me.
Darky-
just start
Darky
hella,
man.
go fast, go hella hard.
The beginning of E-Man's part is just him smashing car
Yeah.
windows with the truck, and then it's just like, whoa, this guy is crazy.
Yeah,
man. He's
yeah,
just
yeah.
doing like fucking feeble grinds down 18 stairs. Like, what the fuck?
And he lands
that song,
he
yeah.
lands no tricks. It's just like gnarly
that would be
attempts.
exactly
Yes,
the
it's
video
just
I would make. That's
Trying.
You see a huge rail and you're like, he's gonna try it, doesn't land it, but he tries
But,
it. Yeah.
Just the next part.
Yeah,
like, wait,
next-
we didn't even see him.
Yeah,
finish.
yeah,
my
next
fault
spot, next
is
spot.
gonna be on beat to the song. That's
Oh, sick.
Every
Dude,
time I fall, it's like,
I like where your head's at. Bro, I like where your head's at. You're thinking about pacing. What's it gonna feel like to watch? Oh, hell yeah, it's sick. Tyson,
like
what are
that.
you skating to?
Again, yeah, I didn't even think of like an answer for this question. I just had, I had.
Don't like being put on the spot, huh?
But yeah, right.
What's the vibe, right? Like, what
For
represents
me,
you?
I was always I definitely enjoyed the more kind of just like steezy kind of like, again, like I think you already mentioned it,
vibes.
like just like clean, like simple,
Yeah.
like simple things, right?
Like some like
good-
90s like boom bap boom bap.
Yeah, like I don't even remember what video it was, but it was someone was skating to Adele the Funky Homo Sapien,
Oh, sick.
and I was just like, dude, this is amazing. Like,
Does he skate to Mr. Dabalina?
I want to say so. All I can remember it's just Del the Funky Homo Sapien. I was like, this is awesome.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I'm in
Del's
the realm
sick.
of like something like chill. So obviously, right off of that, I would want to probably do something maybe like a
Del would be sick.
like a Freddie Gibbs or like Madlib, something like
yeah,
that. Something
yeah,
a little
yeah.
bit more just kind of like vibey, chill,
Yeah.
a little bit of like more like just like you're feeling the music and you're just like watching like flowy skate, right?
Yeah.
That's what I like.
I could
enjoy
definitely
the
picture-
flowy like hard, like not really like super crazy like 40 stair grinds, but just like a cool like kickflip up to like a thing, manual across, like kickflip
That's what I'm saying.
out, like just
It's-
like clean, simple, but just like groovy skating.
It's not the tricks you do, it's how you do them.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
exactly.
Like that's what I was saying earlier. Like I'd rather just see a trick done in a way that you're just like, ooh, that looks nice. And then if you have a good song with that, I could picture that some like 90s like instrumental hip hop, East Coast flair.
Yeah,
I could see that. I could see that.
Nice, easy. Yeah, so
Alright,
I'd probably
Tyson.
say something like Freddie Gibbs, Madlib.
We gotta
kind
make a
of.
video now. This is gonna be our
Dude.
our
Too good for you. The Too Good for You skate video is
it.
coming
I'm at the
out.
premiere. I'm shotgunning beers on stage at the
damn.
premiere. Tyson E-Man.
Mark, you got to put us on the more skaters. Like, we have a vision we got to build
Yeah,
now.
I'll put you on. Don't worry, guys.
It looks like you're getting your first part, Mark.
I made it. I finally did it. So the Too Good For You pod.
That's right, the Too Good For You skate videos.
God
I'll be
bless.
sick, dude. I'll be sick.
Well, fuck it, folks. There it is. You heard our scheme. But again, Mark, thank you again for coming.
Oh, yeah.
We appreciate
Dude,
you
this
so
This has
much.
been fun. It's been a great
Yeah.
time. Thanks for having me.
Perfect. But yeah, so again, you already shouted out your TikTok. Do you want to shout out any of your other socials or anything?
Nah, hit me up if you need any video, photo, modeling work, whatever.
Yeah.
There we go.
Just the shit I'd be doing.
Well, we'll link all of Mark's socials and stuff in
Hey.
the comments. And
Just follow
stuff,
my
so-
TikTok. Honestly, that's all I care about these
Perfect.
days.
There we
TikTok it is then. E-Man, where can I find you?
You can hit me up on Instagram at EmountsNap. Everything else I don't want you to find. Tyson?
You can find, of course, the pod everywhere at Too Good For You Pod. And that's going to be on Instagram, TikTok, Apple Podcast, iTunes Podcast, YouTube.
Everywhere.
Yeah, so just go ahead and follow us on all of our socials. Too Good For You Pod. Patreon.com/Too Good For You Pod. $5 a month supports the show. And then, yeah, you can find me on all my socials, I believe, at DJXFaro. But I'll let y'all figure out how to spell that because we're all adults here. And, folks, Mark, again, thank you. So,
Great, man.
Dude, thank you guys. Hell yeah.
of
This has been
course.
fun.
All right, guys. Well, we'll catch you guys all next week. Later.
Peace.